Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope everyone's doing all right. Today, we are going to dive back into a great work session for the split wireless keyboard. I'm super excited. It's definitely going to be pretty cool. Let's share the link, spread it around. All right, so the agenda of today is to get the library components in Altium for all of the PCB parts that we're going to be working with, to maybe get Zephyr toolchain set up, and then maybe to connect the switches to the MCU on the schematic based on the wiring layout that we need in ZMK, which is the keyboard firmware that we're going to be using. So, fun and enjoyable. There's definitely going to be a lot of stuff that we're working on, so guess we can get right to it. So the biggest thing that I want to figure out is how to get the component from the PCB and the schematic, because I don't know where they get this from. So let me move Altium over here so it can exist. Here we are. Perfect. And we are just going to check out this PCB. Yeah. All right. So this is where we sort of left off. Now, the reason why I'm a little confused is because inside the PCB and inside the schematic for this board, for the NRF54L15, there exists a component in here already that gets linked up to the corresponding PCB, and I'm not sure where this comes from. Footprint missing, library not found. That might be why. Add existing project. Let's see if there's another one that I can, oops, not that. File, open, downloads, reference layout, Altium Designer files. Just gonna open this guy, close, and check the schematic and PCB for the footprint. Schematic. All right, so this is the schematic. I'm just gonna close all documents over here, reopen it. Cool. Hi, Lilac Alex, how are you doing? So, I am a little confused as to where this comes from. Footprint is missing. But it exists. I guess they just compiled it. I think one thing that I could do is just look online and see if there exists a footprint for the NRF54L15. Altium symbol, footprint, 3D models. I don't like using SnapMagic. I could look CAD models. This is something else similar. This is for the WL. Yeah, that's not the right one. I want the QFAA. It would be so nice if they just had this, wouldn't it? Well, let's see if I can just open this anyways. Close. and copy over the files in here into the schematic sheet, and then go from there. Hi, Janine. I think one thing that I could maybe do is take the chat and then just overlay it, maybe? Maybe this works. This might be a bit scuffed, but... Alright, good enough. But, what were we looking for? Oh, it's a bit too far down. Let me move it up a bit. Boom. Now it's above my head. Engage with your audience. Start a Q&A. How was your day? Start Q&A. Where did the chat go? Oh, answer viewer questions live. Wait, that's actually pretty cool. It's kind of funny. Okay, so if I just, so I just pasted this in here and then I go over here and remove from project, just exclude. No, I want to delete. Actually, let me discard local changes. Your day was good. My day was all right. I'm very tired, so this is probably just going to be a relatively short stream while I figure out the library components and stuff like that. But I mean, it was good. It was, what day is it today? Tuesday? Yeah, it was good. Delete file, and then what I need to do is also just go over here, go to Altium Designer Files. No, not there. Split keyboard PCB, and then delete this guy from here. Cool. And then what I want to do is open up Altium Designer Files, this PCB document inside here. Yeah, perfect. I want to copy everything in here. Control C. Just copy from the origin, maybe. Oops. Here we go. And then bring this over to the PCB one. PCB doc, paste. Perfect. So my initial idea was to place this up here, although I don't know if there's enough space, so maybe I'll just put this over here, just in the little area down here. That is an interesting board. If I re-pour all the polygons, it doesn't work. Maybe what I need to do is also paste this after I add the 4-layer board. So what I need to do is go over to the PCB. Where is the layer and stack manager? I remember there's something like this. Is this not 2-layer? Or, I mean 4-layer? Let's go over here. Layer count 4. So this is 4-layer. Why do I not see it in here. Layer stack manager, there it is. Perfect. Alrighty. One thing that I do want to do though is to pull up the JLC PCB 4-layer stack up Altium and then import it. Hi Yushan, how are you doing? Multi-layer stack up files. We're going to get the Altium stack ups and we are going to import the 4-layer 2mm outer 1 ounce. Okay, outer 1 ounce. Let's see what the default is. JLC PCB. Yeah, I'm purple right now because I don't have the light on. True to Northwestern name. I could turn on the light. Should I? Alright, give me one moment. I'm gonna turn on the light. Does my BRB screen actually work? Alright. We're back. We're not purple anymore. We're more a more reasonable shade of blue. So if I go over here, dimensions 100 by 100 instant quote. Let's see what this is. So 1 ounce and 0.5 ounce. All right, and then 1 ounce, 0.5 ounce, no requirement. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna grab this file, download raw file, save, come over to the layer, stack up. There should be a way to import it in here. Guys, how do I import it? All right, if I can't figure it out, we're just gonna Google it. How to import stack up in Altium. Define a layer stack, file load stack up, design, select design stack manager from the main menus. Stack up. Stack up templates. All right. Do I have to go to preferences? Load stacker from file. Lock in. All right. Cool. Load stack up from file. Yippee. All right, we're just going to save this. And then that should mean that we have 4 layers over here. Yes, inner layer 1, inner layer 2. Perfect. Now if I paste thing that's going on. Yeah, very nice. We got cool. We got a little microcontroller layout. And that's really all that you need, which is kind of interesting. Yes. You really only need to just copy the reference typically. And you don't really have to worry too much about other stuff. The one thing that I am worried about a little bit is how I'm going to do the routing in terms of the data and the antenna. And the reason why I'm worried about that, oh, what the hell? The reason why I'm worried about that is because I want to try to design a PCB antenna, but that needs to be pretty close to the edge of the board. So what I was thinking is maybe I'll just go with this. Can I report the polygons? Hello? Guys, where do the polygons go? Report. It's not reporting. I'm sure it'll report eventually. But what I was saying is the antenna needs to be on the edge of the board because I want to try using a PCB antenna. So I don't know how this is going to actually work out because I don't know if there's enough space to sort of cram everything on the edge of a board. And if I do end up using a PCB antenna, it's going to be a bit more complicated when it comes to design. But that's fine. I mean, it's in the spirit of the project to just do random stuff and see what happens. I could place this over here, which would allow me to place the power management ICs and the battery connector over here, maybe power management IC over here, USB cable over here, or I could put the USB cable on this side as well. That would also work. I don't know, lots of options. I don't know why this isn't reporting though. Net, no net. Ground. Still not working. Interesting. I'll worry about that later. For now, the other thing that I wanted to get set up is to import the rules. JLC PCB rule 4 layer rules. Design rules Altium. JLC PCB. So this is for 4 layer, 1 ounce copper on top and bottom. Yes. Download raw file, save. Oh, I already downloaded it at some point. That's kind of funny. We're just going to go to rules. Right click, import rules, all of them, okay. Go to downloads, go to this, yes. Perfect, and apply. I should probably increase this, but that's fine for now. All right, all of a sudden this guy is perfectly happy and life is good. Except, what is going on here? Is it because this is defined as the board, so it thinks that keep out layer? No? Huh. Interesting. Wait, I actually have no idea why this polygon is not pouring. This is quite odd. Polygon not report after edit. Report, but it's not there. Why is it not there? Wait, where did the polygons go? Oh, where did the polygons go? Design, import changes, automatically create component links. validate changes. Footprint not found. Okay, so here's the other thing that I'm wondering is, can I actually just take these and create components out of them with the footprints that are already on here? Like this guy, can I just take this and use this as a footprint in a new component? Does that work? Is that something I'm allowed to do? Well, let's see. Part actions. Uh, Component not found in libraries. This is interesting because I need to replace the component, but at the same time I'm too lazy to actually do that. So maybe what I just need to do is panels, manufacturer's part search, NRF54L15, QFAR7. Now we're going to take this, save this as a new processor, okay. And then grab the parameters, info, the data sheets, models, parameter import options. Oh, I don't care about that. Okay. Now, the other thing that I do want to take from here, existing symbol. There are no existing symbols. Add footprint, new footprint. Oh, joy. Boom, copy this. You won. That's not what I want. I want the actual footprint. Guys, they don't let me do this. This is so tragic. Component not found in libraries. But if I go over here and select the same component, component not found in libraries. Yeah, they just didn't provide the PCB lib. Huh. Do they have a library somewhere else? NRF54L15. And I go to the reference layout. In here, save. Do they have a PCB lib? That is the question. Schematic and layout, bill of materials, designer files. The answer is no. Alright. Alrighty then. So it looks like I have to just start from scratch. Man, I don't want to start from scratch. I mean, there's probably good training for me to do this anyways, but I just don't want to. At the same time, I could just import the actual flows. We are actually just going to remove this. And then what I can actually do is just download the thing from Octopart or wherever I had it. Go to DigiKey has a model? Does DigiKey? Oh, okay, it's just a SnapMagic model. Ultra Librarian also has a model. Let's see which one's nicer. Because the thing is the one over here, or the one over here has like really nice rounded pins and all that jazz. Also has via and pad. I wonder... I wonder if I can copy this. No, I can't. Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine if I don't have rounded edges. In fact, I'm sure it'll be better. Okay, which symbol do I like better? Oh, I definitely like the Snap Magic symbol better. Alright, we're just going to download this as step. Save. Allow. Save. And we export the step file. We export the, or import the compiled library as well. So what we do is just close out of this, discard local changes, yes. File, open, in downloads, the combined library, import, extract, or install. Add components from this import. Add components from this library into your workspace. Library importer. Intlib, ID, description, ID, text, pin count. Price, source, value, availability, description. Component type, we're going to choose processors. Component template, yeah. Alright, add. Actually, no, delete. Yes. This looks good. Okay, cool. And this component, we want to import. So we are just going to import that. And surely this just pops into my components. Okay, that wasn't that painful, I think. Now what we have to do is edit this and then throw on the 3D model, I think, as well. Because I don't know if this comes with a 3D model. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we're going to edit this. We are going to toss on the place 3D body, the step file, Z rotation, Y rotation. All right. Yeah, that's definitely something. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. So if I go back over here, that lines up, that lines up. Yes, looks good. Everything looks good. Joyous. What joy. All right, cool. So now that we have the 3D model, I am just going to close this. I am going to update this from latest. And then I am going to push. Save to server. Release violations. Component description is not. Fix violations to try release later, because this is something that should be relatively simple for me to put in. Description. We can actually just pull this from the manufacturer's part search. Over here, what description do they have? We are going to throw in here. All right, cool. Is this QFN 48? I thought this was QFN 52 or whatever weird fucking thing they decided to throw. 54L15. I guess it's 48. Okay, fair enough. Cool. We are going to save this to server. We are going to say the release notes, add 3D model, and boom. Nice. All right, so that's that guy sorted. Now we have to add the NPM 1300. I believe there should be an NPM 1300 component that already exists. Oh shoot, cancel. I don't want to do that just yet. Models, components, NPM, search, NPM 1300, EK, huh. No footprint. What joy. Do, 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 do. Alright, so it seems like it's the same sort of deal where I have to download it and then import it. Oh man, why do they make me do this? Why do they make me do this? And also, how did I not already have this in my NUXE65? Because I remember I used, oh that's right, I used a separate microcontroller that already had it integrated. No library files though, so that doesn't really help me. What I am going to do is, where did Altium go? Go back to Altium. You know what? I'm actually just going to steal it from online again. Search parts, NPM 1300. QEAA-R. R7. Whoa, R7. Why is the exact symbol not available for this? Oh. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I can just make it from scratch. I prefer not to. Maybe Ultra Librarian has it. NPM 1300 and battery management. Go to the QEAAR7. Go to models. Ultra Librarian, save me. Beautiful. Select download format. Altium Designer, step. Download. Oh. Only one file? Okay, sure. Oh, they have both of them in here. How kind of them. Oh, okay. I just need the integrated library. Right. That should be all I need. What I'm going to do is go back into Altium, go to File, Open, Integrated Library. QEAI, PCBlib cannot be found. Okay, looks like I needed all of them. Go to R7, Altium, schematic, drag those to downloads. Boom. What's up? Compile. It still can't find it. Close project. Open. There we go. What are we doing here? Because I opened it up as a PCB footprint. God, this is ugly. It opened it up as a PCB footprint, and what is Mechanical 15 anyways? No, it is Mechanical 15. And why are they just using it willy-nilly? Okay, well, I can't really complain because the footprints, like the actual pads, line up, so. But God, is that ugly. Can we change this to a dot? Oh, that's not good. We should really just change this to a circle, shouldn't we? Full circle. Top overlay. Boom. Oh. Oh. Boom. All right, cool. That looks better. Actually, there's a tiny little thing in here, so I'm actually going to increase the width just a little bit. Oh, what am I doing? We're going to remove that dot. We're going to draw a new one. Radius 6 mil. Ooh. Oh. I didn't want to change the radius, actually. Radius 4 mil. Yeah, buddy. Because this is pin 1, right? Yeah, that's it. That is pin 1. All right, cool. We're also going to change the reference designator to over here, here. I don't know what this is. Why is this here? Wait, like legitimately, why is that there? Can someone explain what's going on here? If they don't help me, I'm going to delete them. Oops, I won't delete that for now. Can I hide Mechanical 15? Is there paste expansion or anything on here? There is no paste expansion. Oh, there is. It's just kind of hot ass. Okay, top solder, top paste. Are we sure we want that to be like right up against it? This should probably be mildly, like just a little bit larger. But that's okay for now because I am going to worry about this later. Cool. So this is this. Can I import library? Footprints 3 advanced. What 3 footprints do we have? Why is there a nor L, nor M, and nor? What? Am I tripping? Are there other options here that I'm not aware of? PCBlib list. PCB library. Oh. Oh. Ah, I see. Okay. So there's a big one, and then there's a smaller one, and then there's a smallest one. I see. Okay, so I probably want the larger one then. Which means I'm going to have to go over here, delete this, and then add my little circle again, except I don't want this to be on the solder layer. I want this to be on the top overlay layer. Start, yes, now make this, and then just bring it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Radius 4 millimeters, or 4 mil. That becomes a dot. That dot, we are going to move out a little bit. This, save, drag this down, drag this down. All right, life's good. I think we just want to add NORM, if I'm being honest. So let's do that. Let's add NORM. Do I still have that window open? No, I don't. We are going to go over here, close PCB library. Oh, library importer. This is where it was. Close library importer. Go over here, panels to navigator. No, not navigator. Where the hell? Files? Projects. There we go. Okay. Now we import the library. Now we go to advanced. Now we go over here. And now we import M, I think was the large one. Yeah, M is the large one. Validate. Import. Okay, so that's importing. Close. Then we want to go over to the PC schematic lib. Import library. Hello. What the hell? I see. Okay, we're gonna validate. Manufacturer parameter not selected. That's fine. Import. Oh, I should probably define the component type of this. Change component type. This is going to be integrated circuits for power supply. Okay. Import. Part choice mapping, uncategorized manufacturer parameter not selected, manufacturer. Alright. What's going on here? Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna import it. Import. Alright, cool. So I got the NPM 1300 now. Cool. Okay. So those are the two main ones I think that I needed to worry about. What else was there? Maybe like a JST connector. Although I could just like solder the battery wires onto the board itself, which is kind of scuffed. Now that I think of it, I don't want to do that. But also I don't want to have to deal with like crimping connectors. It's going to be so annoying. Oh, okay. Switches, battery, MCU, that should be it. Everything else should be part of the reference layout that I'm working with. So that's going to be the LM. No, what am I doing? Right, the passives. Okay. So X tall SMD. Is this actually a thing? No, it's not. Components, NPM 1300, perfect. Is this actually a thing? Okay, I think the other ones are less strict in terms of what the capacitor values or like which capacitors you use. But the ones over here, they specified. So I'll probably just grab these and use these then. See if they have them. Oh, joyous. Thin film inductor, 2.7 nanohenries. 12 cents per. Damn, that's expensive. This is going to go in the inductors. Okay. Use all. Okay. Is there no footprint? Hello. Why is there no footprint? Hello. Do I just need to supply an O201 footprint? Existing. Why is there no footprint? It's such a scam. Two models. Oh, they are here. Okay, that's why. Um, this guy, I'm just going to close N7. Discard local changes. Yes. This guy, though, can be saved. Save this to server. 170 milliohms is not a valid value. Can we just delete this? 0. Oh, it should be in. Okay, what was this? 33.5 nanohenries. First revision. It's Max's birthday. Yippee. Happy birthday, Max. Da, 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 da. We're on the borderline. Inductor is okay. And then we want to grab the model. That's what I forgot to do last time. add. 2.7 nanohenries. Save to server. First revision, okay. You know what? I'm not making any money off of this anyways, so who cares if I get copyright striked? I'm gonna just play some music. And then the capacitors. Manufacturer's part search. Capacitors. Oh, what the hell? We're gonna add all four. See, this is interesting. I think IPCB is probably going to be the easiest to solder. But we're going to save all of them to the server anyways. We can evaluate that later. Cool. Close. Then we want this guy. Want it. No, manufacturer's part search. And we want to save this. Capacitors. Cool. Save to server. Okay. I think that's it. See. Okay, cool. I do think that is that for those components. Everything else should be relatively easy to find. I'm not exactly sure where to find the 2016 32 megahertz crystal. That's one thing I'm not too sure about. Like, where are they getting this from? "32 megahertz, 8 picofarad, Kyocera. Ah, CX 2017 dB. This might be it, but this is how many ppm? "40? This might be it. This might be the one. Although they don't have a footprint for it. So let me see if I can find the CAD model. How expensive is this? Oh, okay. It's $1. Okay, I think this is the one that I am looking for. We're going to download. Oh, I don't want to register, man. Why you making me do all this? Wait, both of these should be grounded though. Oh my god. What do you mean no connection? They should be grounded. I know what to say. I know to my unknown face. Should I tell? Oh. Menu solar. Job role student. Email address Shannon 10 2026 Northwest Shannon password random. I agree. Wait, I already have an account. Lock it. Success false. Yeah, thanks. There we go. Success true. No way. I like how they just give you everything. And we're going to take it from here. Drag. Let's just import. CX 2016. Yep, there it is. Alright, so that's another one of the ones that we needed. What else is there? This optional... Do I need that? I don't even think I do. I don't think I need that crystal. CMK. Three types of crystals, 32M is mandatory, 32K is optional. Help running through precompiled third-party firmware. And improve battery life. Okay, you know what? I don't think we need this. And then those are just 603. What is this guy? Ferrite bead. Huh. It's in their reference schematic. Cool. So I think that's that. The one other thing that I wanted to look for maybe inside the manufacturer's part search was a USB port. USB-C mid-mount. Oh. $2 for a USB. Damn. Yeah, this is good enough for me. Connectors. Save. Okay. Cool. I don't think there's anything else on here that I necessarily need. But I think that's enough library finagling for today. So I'm getting pretty tired. I think we're well set. Let's document the progress. So we have gotten the library components for all of the important stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to download the reference layout for the NPM 1300 and then give that a go. Font style, strike through, unbold. Perfect. Tomorrow we're going to do a bunch of layout stuff, I think. That's going to be the goal. I'll save Zephyr toolchain setup for later. And yeah. Yeah, this is going to be pretty cool. I think it'll end up being very interesting the way this ends up. So, pretty excited. I think there's a couple of design things that I want to nail down as well. For example, where do I want to place the USB port? Where do I want to put the battery? How do I want the case to look? So on and so forth. So I think I'll also wrestle with some of those things tomorrow as well. But other than that, I think this is good progress. Slowly but surely. It's how all things go. But to my 2 concurrent viewers, thanks for sticking around, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.